Hello friends, I just thought I would do one final uh, review on my Lesney Matchbox series collector cars. I've had these for like 40 years, and these were bought for me as gifts, and also I bought some and added to the collection. I've had these ever since I've been a young boy. And I looked the other day, matter of fact, and I found out that they are still making Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars. And it looks like they're all plastic now. But anyway, let's take a look at this vintage collection. Okay, well, let's begin to open this up. And I'd like to take a few seconds to thank all of my Electronics 64 supporters and subscribers. And I am moving everything over to 4:3 video, this channel, and it's a little bit hard to search, and I'm gonna let you guys just find this channel, and I'm doing some videos like this that you remember on my other channel so you can find it. And the reason for doing it is I had so many different formats of video on there, and I had VCD and DVD and 1080 and 4K once in a while, and a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm staying with either 720 or 1080, and we're just going to start this channel over. So this, in the beginning, you'll see a lot of stuff like this you've seen before, but I had a ton more to do on electronics. I just decided that I want to start over and see if I can't make it just a little bit more consecutive, a little bit more, I don't want to use the term routine, but a little bit more steady. Let's use the word steady. So anyway, here's something cool. When I was a kid, I put Elvis Presley on there. I had one of those little click things that you could print out things and stick it on there. And then here's my old address from years ago. And I'm not worried about that showing on the camera because I know that ain't going to show on the camera. All right. Well, let's open this thing up, and this is an original Matchbox official series case, deluxe collector's case. Holds 72 Matchbox models, and I've got a little bit of Hot Wheels and stuff in here. And some of you people that'll be tuning in have seen this before, but I thought this is a quick and easy one to kind of get a kickoff on this channel. That's where we're going to go, and we will not abandon this. We will not abandon this channel. I just wanted to start over kind of fresh. So anyway, here's the collection. And these are really cool. And I'm going to pull out, let's see. I'm going to pull out this section because I see some of my favorites in it. Okay. Let's pull this out. I'm going to fold this up like so. That's what's so neat about these. If you were taking them somewhere or trading them or swapping them, you could do that. Let me get this all cleared out. All right. Let's take a look at these vintage machines here. Okay, I'm gonna set some of my favorite ones out, and this is about my favorite one, this Volkswagen pickup truck. These were made in real life from about 54 to about 60 or so. On the real ones, these floated down, and the back floated down. You could use it for a flatbed, or you could use it for a pickup. And it's probably hard to see on camera here, but they had these great big utility hatches on the side. You could fill things underneath there like a trunk. Those were really cool back in the day. They'd still be cool now. I'd like to have one now if that was in good shape. No telling what those were. All right, I'm putting out my 66 Ford Galaxy Fire Chief's car. I'm putting out my European milk truck. And I can't remember what that says on it. Looks like it says Abbas milk. Alright, so, oh, here's one too. Now these, if you notice the difference in the wheels on these were the newer ones. These were what they called fast matchboxes. And these could be put on Hot Wheel tracks and stuff and race around with the Hot Wheels and the newer Matchbox. On this car, we have the stock Matchbox tires, which just have an axle and a plastic wheel. These are the original style. All right. I'm gonna set out this fire truck here. Kind of go hand in hand. The way these are scaled, though, it makes the fire truck, the car, look as big as the fire truck, but they're all the same scale. So, all right, I think that's a good start to get us started, and I'll kind of take a look at these and go from there. Okay, I thought we'd take a look first at this Lesney fire truck, Matchbox fire truck, and it simply says Leslie fire pumper on the bottom. And these were made in England, by the way, most all of these, and most of mine I took good care of them, so I'm certainly not bragging or anything, but it says Denver on there, but they're in pretty good shape. The paint on them's not all scraped up and stuff. So let me see if I can look on here again and see what it says. It says made in England by Lesney, Matchbox series, and each one of these has a number. Number 29 looks like. It says fire pumper truck. And sometimes these tell, you know, like it's a mech of a car, and other times they just, like this, they just call it a fire pumper truck. But this is vintage 60s. I've had it for over 30 some odd years. So I'm going to push this one over here. I'm going to bring in this Galaxy 66 Ford Galaxy Fire Chief car. And this was basically the same car a lot of towns use for the police car off and on too. And I'm sure when they ordered those, the fire chief needed a car, so they give him one of the police cars they ordered, or the same kind. So on the bottom of this one, made in England by Lesney, Matchbox series, number 55/59 Ford Galaxy. And it doesn't say fire car or anything, and I think the reason is they probably made one of these, you know, maybe for a police car or just a regular car and stuff too, so they put Ford Galaxy on there. All right, the detail on that's good. I knew some friends that had a real one like this. It was metallic blue. All right, so we're looking here. This is a it says drink more. It says drink more milk, and this is a Lesney Matchbox is in England. There's a little cowl on there. So this is an English type or European type of milk truck, and you can see all the milk stacked up in there. And I think these were glass, if I remember right. Let's see. It says, this one's harder to see. Okay, this says Connor. This ain't a Matchbox. Bottle float. Connor bottle float, made in England. Yeah, it is Lesney. It is a Matchbox, but it says Connor bottle float, made in England by Lesney. And this is just like a little European milk truck and stuff. All right, now bring out this one again here and look at it. Now this one is not a Matchbox, and we'll get into that here in just a second. All right, we're back here, and this is a dark green. It looks more like a turquoise on camera, but this is not a Matchbox or a Hot Wheels. All the wheels look much like a Matchbox. It's a Husky, and it just says on here Husky Volkswagen pickup on the Hot Wheels tracks that were at that time beginning to be you know, so popular. Put this over here a little better so you can see it. Okay, I got two of the Volkswagens here, and this one is it's made by Husky. It's not a Matchbox. Husky was another company. It's made in England, and it just says Volkswagen pickup on it. And these were, like I said, these sold from about 1954 to maybe as late as 1960. And they were really cool. I'd like to have a real one of these. Now something else, I got a Volkswagen camper here it's made in 70 by Matchbox, Leslie Matchbox, and I think this actually is a 70. This was made the same year as the real camper. But this was what you call fast Matchbox. You notice the difference in the wheels? Well, look how this rolls. It rolls real easy. And these were designed to run on the Hot Wheels tracks because your conventional Matchbox cars like this, they would, but they didn't have these precision wheels. You know, you can tell the difference here. This just rolls everywhere but loose. But they wanted these to run on the Hot Wheels tracks so they could get in on the Hot Wheels craze, because Hot Wheels came out about 68, and they just took the world by storm. And they had that snap together track, and you had loop-de-loops and all kinds of stuff that you could do with them. So all right, let's take a look at this set. And this is my favorite, by the way. I think this is my favorite of all of them. But we'll set these out here like so. I'm surprised that ain't rolling, because it usually does. And here's the milk truck. And these were all circa mid 60s to maybe early 70s, somewhere around there. At least my collection is. And some of these I bought, they used to be $1 in Mattingly's department store. And a lot of them Mom bought me for birthday and Christmas and stuff as collectors. And they were, like I said, they're about $1 a piece. And they come with their own little box and the number. So if you didn't have the storage box like I've got, you could put them up on a shelf, and they had their own box with the number and everything, and the picture, really colorful packaging and stuff. So all right, let's see, I'll let you guys look at this a little bit. And that's a pretty good set for the first startup here. And I haven't done a video for a while, so I may not be quite as up to snuff as I was on some of the ones I did on the other channels. So all right, let's tell you what, let's do. I'm going to move on, and we'll put these back in the rack, so to speak. And oh, here's another one of my favorites while we got this out. It's a 65 Ford Mustang. And I can't remember, it's made in Hong Kong. And I don't know, Ford Mustang made in Hong Kong. It doesn't have any company on it. So, but this was one of my favorite ones as a kid. And it has the new fast type of wheels on it too. So I kind of turn it like that. And those were popular real cars back then, the 65 Mustang. One other thing I'll show you here while I got this rack out is this car here was made, I made this car with a Hot Wheels factory. And they used to have a little factory. It was like you put plastic in it, and it was a hot injection mold. And you molded these bodies, then you could kind of paint them up. And this bottom here was just was a piece of metal, and you foamed this vacuum plastic over it and made it a regular Matchbox bottom. That's with or Hot Wheels bottom. That's with your Hot Wheels. And these would run on the Hot Wheels tracks and do everything the real Hot Wheels cars did. So if you ever get a chance and you're just tooling around on the internet, look up the Hot Wheels factory. And I think you'll kind of be surprised about that. That's kind of a forgotten toy, but I'm sure it's listed on there. So okay, there's the first rack, and there's a few other ones in there, but I'm going to spread this out over different racks. Okay, I brought out another rack here. I'm going to start with this pink Pontiac Trans Am. And I found this on the floor. I used to work in the school systems, and I found this on the floor one night, and I think I turned it in and nobody claimed it, so they gave it to me, which is good, because but I can say this is my latest addition to this collection, because this was like back in probably 98, 99, somewhere around in there. But I can't really see. It's got a name on it, but I can't really see it. But it's a Hot Wheels type of car. It's not a Hot Wheels, but it's a lot like Hot Wheels. It's built really good, and it's a Pontiac Firebird. And it has country something on it. Let's see if I can see it up here. Anyway, it's got a little badge and stuff on the car. This might have been a replica of a TV car or something. I got a feeling it is. So anyway, that's my latest addition to the whole collection. Now here, I've got another Volkswagen camper, and this is just regular Matchbox wheels. And this is the original camper. And it has the opening doors, and it also has a blue light on it too, but it also, you can open the rear hatch, and if I remember right, the engine compartment, yeah, the engine compartment, which is right here, opens, and it's got an engine in there. It's kind of hard to see on camera, I'm sure. So this one was made by Roadmaster. It's called Impy Supercars Volkswagen Scale 1/50th. But this was a Volkswagen. This is about a 65, 64 Volkswagen camper, and it's converted. They have like a blue light on it, so it might have been made into could be a service vehicle or something. But this is one of my favorite ones, and I've got my this is my Matchbox Rambler, I believe it is, or Studebaker, I can't remember, ambulance, and it's a Husky, and yeah, it's a Studebaker Wagoneer, and they used these for ambulances back then, and had the sliding glass, which really works on this. And if I remember right, the tailgate might come down. Yeah, the tailgate comes down and that opens, and I think I had a patient with a cot in there, and it somehow has gotten lost. Get this closed like this. And I used to have one of the Mercedes ambulances, and it was really cool. It was a 65 Mercedes ambulance, and it was really out of this world. The detail on that one was good. So's this one though. That is beginning to yellow a little bit with age. Now here's my Cadillac ambulance, and it's still a little bit bright. It's starting to yellow. It's a 65. This is a real listening Matchbox series. It's number 84. It says SS Cadillac Ambulance, and SS is probably a fictional company that that they're putting on there. Like it's a real company that runs an ambulance service. Got a Ford tractor, and these were popular back in the day. That's about a 63, 4, maybe as late as 67. They were still big and making tractors then, and they had a tractor division. Then I got here my two Lesney British buses. You see these running around all over England. And here again, this newer one it's a fast Matchbox, and it has the fast wheel system on it. And then these are double deckers, and this is the original double decker, and it is a see if I can see, made in England by Lesney, Matchbox series number 5, Southmaster bus. That's probably the real company that made it, Southmaster. Let's see what this new one says. And these are made just alike, only this one's newer. I don't know if I can read that. Made in England by Lesney. Matchbox series number 7. Lamar Bus. Lamar Bus. And this is just basically the newer, this is the newer bus. And this is the more modern 70s one. It's also in the Matchbox collection. It's the Fast series. And this is your original 60s bus. I'll kind of set these like that. Now, if I can, I'll flare these out where you can kind of see them. Maybe you can see them right now. I don't know. All right. And I'm lucky to have these. These are all in mint condition. And so, anyway, that's a second tray of them. And I kind of forgive you. Please forgive me for my comments and my commentary. It's not real good tonight. Okay, I've got my final rack here. And this is another one of my favorite ones. And this one is so detailed, so good. It's a Dodge Wrecker. And this is definitely a Lesney. And it says Dodge Wrecker, made in England by Lesney. Matchbox series number 13. And this one, we had some trucks close to this down at the dairy when my dad and Mr. Potter were there, and they were a little bit newer than this, but they were this type, and those were a good truck. Those were a good truck for sure. I always liked that. This one is, I can't keep saying everyone's my favorite, but I really like that. And I'm noticing this one's starting to show a little wear on the paint, and that's just how they get. These haven't been roughhoused or thrown around. It's just age. Got another one here. This is a little, it's a European truck. It's got a little cow there. I like that. And it's Matchbox series number 37, made in England by Lesney, cattle truck. And it says it's a Dodge, I think it says on the front. Yeah, it's a Dodge cattle truck, and this is a European one, I'm sure. They made these for Europe, but it's got a little cow. I like that so much, and the tailgate works, all that stuff. And these were so cool as a kid. This is the stuff we had back then because you didn't have these computers and videos and cell phones. Now here's another neat one. This is a Buick Riviera, and this body is made all out of plastic. And if I remember right, see if I'm right on who made this. Cigar Box, yeah. These were Cigar Box cars. Riviera number 6109, made in the USA. And these were made here, and they had a lot of classic cars. If you look at the grill there, that's classic Buick. And this was the big Riviera. These were great big. They weren't a small sports car. These were great big. Had like a 472 in some of them or something. You know, they had all kinds of engines for them, the small blocks too. But I'm going to pull this one. This is my futuristic. It's a Matchbox. It's a futuristic car. It's not really designed for to be a van. It's some kind of a commuter car. Matchbox series number 22, Freeman Inner City Commuter, made in England, 1970. And I'm sure this one and it's one of the fast ones, by the way, too. And I'm sure it was popular in England. And that's a European, like a little commuter bus. It's got two like car doors on both sides, and it's kind of a modern commuter truck. So I want to pull this one out. This is a Hot Wheels truck, It's a custom fleet side, and this came about 69, 70, maybe 71. I traded for this truck. This is the color it should be. And a friend of mine in school, he sanded all this off. He was going to repaint this. See, this is metal. And I can't remember what I traded for this, but I had been looking for one of these for a long time, and they just kept selling out and selling out. And I had really a pretty good car that I traded him for this. I think it was a gold Thunderbird, if I remember right. But I really wanted one of these, so he had this one, and it was pretty rough, really, but the wheels worked good, it rolls good and everything. So in order to get one, I went ahead and traded him. I think it was that little gold Thunderbird. And so I've had this car ever since, and he hand sanded it. And he was, I guess, supposedly he was going to paint it. I'm sure he would have. So, but anyway, I got my Fleetwood, or my Fleet side, by doing that. And I kind of like it. It's kind of it rolls good. Kind of say it's a work truck. So anyway, I'm going to pull one more here, and I got a few more, but I'm running out of time. So I've got, this is British Petroleum. This is an exploration vehicle, UK, that they use to go out and you know, get, I think, samples and stuff, because this top comes off. And but it's kind of like a cargo or stuff, but I think they bring samples back and stuff. But it's a real, let me be sure here, it's a Matchbox series. It's Alvis Staley, and it just says Alvis Staley, and that's who made the vehicle, I'm sure. And it's kind of like an all-terrain kind of mover truck, and it's got BP, Exploration CBP, British Petroleum. And I've had this one for a long time, and something I am noticing with them now, they did look like new. This one that he sanded looks about the same, but these are beginning now, not because they've been thrown around, these are beginning now to show their age. They're really beginning to show their age a little bit, you know, and but there they are. And I'm so sorry my commentary wasn't real good on this stuff, but yeah, that cigar box was cool too. These roll so good. That one really rolls so good. But anyway, I hope you kind of got maybe something out of this, and I hope to see you again soon. And we're starting this other channel, and I'm not getting off to a real good, I'm not getting started to a real good start on it, but we're trying. So, and I'm showing and remaking a few of these original videos where you guys, if you happen to run across this searching, it may grab you and say, I remember that guy, and bring you to the new channel. But I'm not going to tell anybody the new channel. I'm going to let you guys search it out and find it. I think that's cool. You know, so like I say, I'm not in it for the money or anything. I'm not trying to build income off of YouTube. I'm just doing it because I'm semi-retired and have some time on my hands. And to be honest with you, I like making these. I just like making these. So, all right, well, we'll see you in the next one, and we thank you for watching so much. Bye.